What's good, YouTube? So, let's talk Love is Blind, Season 6, Episodes 7 through, was it 7 through 9 or 7 through 8? I forget. All I know is, what are we watching? I already got the shock. Brittany ended up, I guess, she wasn't feeling the fire for Kenna. He still felt it for her. But he was like, you know what? I ain't even going to hold you to it. If you want to go, if is this over, we calling it quits. She said, yeah. He was like, okay. And just took it in stride. Called whoever to come pick his things up. Of course, everybody's meeting different people's family members and stuff like that. So Clay introduces AD to his mom and his sister. We learned that Clay's father cheated on his mom a lot during their marriage. His father was taking him with him as he was cheating. And that is a fear that he has, that he's going to end up being just like his dad. I feel like he's telling AD this so he can have an excuse if they should go through with a marriage and he ends up cheating on her. He's going to say, well, I already told you that this was a fear of mine, that I'm going to end up being just like my dad. They got some issues they need to work out because, for one, he, don't come home every night. Whatever it is, what kind of business he is, he's saying he got to drive 45 minutes to this town and go and stay to, he rents something, jet skis or something, I don't know. But whatever it is that he does, he's claiming that he got to go be staying overnight in these different areas to do the rentals and then come home maybe 2 or 3 nights a week. And then she works a job where she works overnight. Didn't she say in the beginning, like in the first episode, that she was a dancer or something? What kind of dancer? Is that what she said? Somebody remind me. So that's the issue that they're going to have. So basically, when they meet up with his mom and his sister, his mom basically affirms her son like black mothers do. But one thing she did say is that if y'all decide that y'all gonna go ahead and get married, at some point you gotta make the decision that I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna find a way out of no way to make a connection with the person I'm choosing to marry. She did make sure to say that. Jeremy meets Laura's mother, father, brother, and sister-in-law. So apparently, Laura is really against these Hawaiian shirts that Jeremy uses as a form of self-expression. I don't know why she got such an issue with him. Like, even her and the sister-in-law having a conversation on the porch. The sister-in-law was like, I love that he chooses to express himself by wearing those shirts. And she was like, well, good. You can take the whole closet full of them from upstairs. Laura is very controlling. And her parents all but said that. The mom said she's a strong personality. And you must really like her to deal with her. Because she even asked Jeremy, like, we know Laura's reasons for doing this show. What were your reasons to entering and doing this show? And she was like, you must obviously care for her a great deal. Because basically, we know she can be a lot. She is bossy. And let me go back to something else from the first week of episodes. The way she talked to AD as if it was just something small. It was just a joke. That is not a joke. Telling your man, no, for you to slap AD on her titties was wrong in itself. You should have never done it. And then to make a joke about it to your man and tell your man to do it. And then you're going to try to doing your little white woman and your Karen and with the whole, it wasn't a joke. You guys are making a big deal out of nothing. Yes, it is a big fucking deal. You expect somebody to come up to you that you barely even know to slap you on your titties and you're going to be okay with it? Always quick to say or brush something off as not that serious when you done something that you weren't supposed to do. And the fact that you not gaslit, but the fact that you tried to pull a sham and make Jeremy feel as if he was wrong for even bringing it up. No, you should have never done it in the first place. You should have never done that to AD, and you should have never told him you did that to her and suggested he should do it too. I don't give a crap if you say it was a joke. It wasn't a joke when you said it. You didn't laugh hee hee haw haw when you said it to him. I know you did it. And the way the rest of them sitting around laughing it off like it's okay. And AD, you got to stand up for yourself. I know you probably don't want to look like the angry black woman in this sea of white women because you're the only black woman on here. And to be in a room full of the whites, I get it. But you got to stand up for yourself too. It seems to me that you've always been in white spaces growing up, and you've learned to acquiesce to their microaggressions and their bullshit, and you shouldn't do that. Stand up for yourself. Now, what's that couple name? The guy's name is John or Johnny. I can't remember what the female's name is, but they having a conversation. She is a fly by the seat of her pants type of person. And he's a planner. He wants to retire early. He want to be retired by the age of 50. So kids are not in his plan within the next few years. He wants her to get on some form of birth control. They have a discussion about that. She starts the discussion or in the confessional saying she don't want kids for at least another 5 years. So in her mind, we could just use condoms to protect against having a child. But condoms are never 100%. And when you're a married couple and you in the heat of the moment, a lot of times you don't sit there and say, oh, let me stop and put this condom on first. It don't work like that. And even with birth control, you having sex, you run a risk of getting pregnant. That's just what it is. So them two not meeting up on that issue there. Because he wants her to get on birth control. He even said something to the effect of he's willing to get a vasectomy. Can vasectomies be reversed? How often? How can they be reversed? If they can, how effective are the reversals? Like what's the success rates for men who got it reversed after some years and went back and tried again to have a baby? I want to know. If you know, put it in the comments. But so that's the issue they have. We see them take a salsa class. A Latin dance class. Let me not say salsa. She said it was a Latin dance class because perhaps they can do this at their wedding when they actually get married. Is that all of them? No. The main story I want to discuss, or the main couple, Chelsea and Jimmy. First of all, I've watched Jessie Woo's recaps, and I have been cracking up. And she started calling Jimmy Jiminy Cricket. She said she got it from these two guys called Aaron and Joe. I looked them up on YouTube. Love how succinct and introspective their reviews of the show are. I think I might go back and watch some of the other seasons. I'm just watching them for this current season right now. And they are the ones who gave Jimmy the name Jiminy Cricket. And they make a lot of sense. They calling things out. As they watch it, they calling it out as they see it. They also said that Laura was dead wrong for smacking AD on the titty and actually telling Jeremy to do it too, and then to make him look like he was the one in the wrong for even letting Clay and AD know that she told him to do that. He knew better than to do it, but she pissed because he told that she said it. And she trying to make it look like he in the wrong when she's the one that was in the wrong. But anyway, what I gotta say about Jimmy and freaking Chelsea. First of all, Chelsea is so insecure. It's ridiculous how insecure she is. They meet, he meets up with her friends and her roommate, because she actually lives somewhere with a roommate. So they all meet up and they have conversation. They talk about type of person she is and all that and so forth. And something was said in the midst of that conversation that kind of like ticked her off. And later on that night, they still went upstairs and had sex. So the reason I'm mentioning that is because at some point they have an argument. She's like, I need you to tell me you love me. You don't show me any affection. Like she whining about so many things.